Salió positivo, güey.
That moment right there is a moment I found out that I tested positive for COVID. Honestly, it was really shocking for me because that is probably the last thing I expected. Many of you guys know or may not know that I was supposed to have my first professional fight this last Saturday, July 25th. And I've been having a lot of people hit me up asking me how did it go? Did I win? Did I lose? You know, did I knock him out? Did I get knocked out? And the truth is that I wasn't able to fight because I tested positive for COVID. It took me a while to decide whether I wanted to make this video or not because it is a delicate topic and I just wasn't sure how to deliver it. But after a little bit of research and information I gathered, I thought it'd be best to share it with you guys. You know, there's not really a way of jumping into this, so I guess I'll just go in and telling you guys how I found out. Last Thursday was my medical exam for my boxing match and they obviously tested for COVID. So everything seemed to be coming out good. As we headed home, we got a phone call from the commission.
Salió positivo, güey. Mira, no hay bronca ahorita que tome pues unas vitaminitas C, güey, vitamina D. Y mañana lo hacemos a las 8 de la mañana.
Commission just called us. They said Isai needs to do another test because he came out positive with the COVID, which is crazy as hell.
That's probably the last thing we expected. And they were telling me that I had to go back the next day to get tested again because there was a possibility that I came out positive for COVID, which was really shocking for me. It was really shocking, and more than shocking, I was in disbelief because I just couldn't understand how there was a possibility of me catching COVID when I was probably in the best shape of my life. You know, I had no symptoms at all. I felt perfectly fine. You know, I had been training really hard for about 3 weeks at this point, so I felt really good. It was really confusing for me. So in order to get out of the confusion, they asked me to go take another exam the next day. I went, I took the exam, they took a little bit more blood. After like 30-45 minutes of waiting, the nurse came out and told me that she was just gonna give me my results at the wait-in. So I was like, okay, well if she's telling me to go to the wait-in, that means that I probably came out good. So that means I'm gonna have a fight. So I hop in my car and I'm ready to drive to where the wait-ins are gonna be. And I get a call from my coach. And my coach tells me that I tested positive for COVID again, and that they canceled the fight. At that point, I was shocked, confused, and a little bit of sadness, you know, because I worked hard to get that fight and it was just gone like that, you know. At the moment, I wasn't sure of what to worry about, whether or not fighting or the fact that I had just tested positive for COVID twice. So after a while of analyzing it, I guess everything happens for a reason. Now it gives me more time to train, more time to prepare, and the fight will come when it needs to, whether it's in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, we don't know, depending on how everything unfolds. And on the COVID topic, I decided to make a little bit of research because I just didn't understand how I can come out positive when I feel so healthy. So after doing a little bit of research, I noticed there's multiple ways of getting tested. So you have the blood test, which is the one they did to me, the mouth swab, and the nose swab. So the difference between the blood test and the other two is that the blood test is an antibody. What an antibody test is to see if you've had it in the past. And that made a little bit more sense to me because I did get sick during my training camp and I had to take 2 weeks off. I decided to take a full 14 days in quarantine because I had a lot of flu symptoms. At that point, I didn't know whether it was a flu or whether it was COVID. For personal reasons, I decided not to get tested. I did do the 14 days in quarantine as a responsible person should do, and then after that, I mean, I just got right back into boxing and everybody else was good, so it made me think that it was just a flu. Everyone in my team is getting tested right now and everybody's coming out negative, which is really good news. I will also be testing myself in the next couple of days just to see if I have anything right now or not. I highly doubt it that I do because I feel perfectly fine, but I'm just taking my precautions. I will keep you guys updated on the next video whether I had it or not. Regarding the fight, like I said, I don't know when we're gonna have it, whether it's in 1 month or a couple of months, but we're definitely gonna push for a fight. You know, we're not giving up on this. It's just another road bump in the road. Things that are not in our control happen. If you guys have any families or friends that are going through the COVID right now, I highly recommend you guys to be precautious, but also show them some support, show them some love, because a lot of people could get confused with this COVID thing. Just because they have tested positive for COVID, you tend to look at them different or something, you know, and that's the last thing we want to do with people. We want to make sure that they feel the love, that they know that we're here to support them. But that's basically what happened with this whole fight situation and what is currently going on. Obviously, it was really unexpected news for us, but sometimes life gives you unexpected turns and you just gotta turn with it. There's not really a way to end this video, so I guess I'll just see you guys in the next video. Peace.